What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Looks like I got a little light there. That's fancy. What we're doing today is we're taking a three-way switch, which is going to be on your right-hand side. Sorry about the lighting in here. We had to shut down the power. And if you're not sure how to shut down the power, take a look at my video, how to find a circuit breaker. All right? I'm going to put the link in the description. Beneath the description, I'll put the link, okay? But that right there on the right-hand side is a three-way switch. Controls the lighting. When you're sitting on the couch chilling out, you know, watching a little TV, you can reach behind, turn off the main lighting. What we're going to do today is we're going to install this dimmer switch, okay? Now the dimmer switch, you want to make sure will do LED lighting, because sometimes with the LED lighting you go to put in an older dimmer switch and you're going to have some crazy stuff going on with the lights. They sometimes flicker and stuff. So that's one thing I got to check here. Yep, LED. If you look over here to my right, or I'm sorry, to the left, it says LED. Make sure it's LED equipped, because believe it or not, if you don't, you'll start having problems. All right, so let's get to it. Number one, obviously, turn off the power. Let's take this plate off and see what we have behind it. All right, so we're going to take, by the way, Klein. You want to go out and get yourself a Klein screwdriver. Bam! Klein is the best, got all kinds of fittings. So let's take this off. Obviously all 4 screws, all right? All right, so you take the plate off the wall. You're gonna unscrew this thing. We call this a switch, all right? Always make sure, and these screws, they stay on, they're little clips. Always make sure when you want to take this out like this, you always make sure the power... Alright, just kidding aside, I'm just showing you the possibility of getting electrocuted. So make sure you pay attention. Now, when you're dealing with a three-way switch, on these switches, if you look here, we got a black screw. The black is the common. So when you're going to take this plug here, I mean this new switch, we're going to start with the black, because the red and the black, they're called travelers, these two top ones, okay? Start with the common, take this off first so you don't get confused, and we're gonna open up this new one. And in here, if you look at this, we have a brass screw and a brass screw. See how they're on a diagonal? Okay, that's the only difference. The brass are the travelers. This funny looking copper one, that's where you're going to put the black one, the common. So we're going to take this off first. We're going to stick it into here, goo, and we're going to tighten it up, okay? Then the travelers don't matter if you put the red up here, the red here, the black, whatever. But always put the common black screw onto the copper screw on your dimmer switch. And obviously green is ground. Once you get the black screw, the common wire off, by the way, Klein right here. And again, I'm sorry for the lighting, I hope you can see. You just want to take your common and you want to just kind of open up this hook, okay? So we can fit it right into our new one here. Got to open it up just a little bit more. We get it around there like that. Cut it. All right, to get a nice connection on here, you want to take your needle nose. Back up, please. Right there. You got to focus, and you just go like this. Give this thing a nice little, if I can get it in there. Right, that's fine. Okay. Okay, all kidding aside, electrical's very, very scary. You want to give this a nice snug fit, but you don't want to crank it too hard because this is plastic. You don't want to damage that because it can be very, very scary. All right, so then we take, look,
Hurry up. I have stuff to do.
All right, fine, let's go.
I'm cutting.
All right, we're gonna take the travelers off now. And like I said, all right, so we take our travelers off. We're going to put one traveler, like I said, on the top. I wanted a nice snug fit behind that screw, as snug as I can get it. Okay. Back up, Jake. Okay, that's good. That's fine.
There you go.
We're gonna
screw it in.
We're gonna screw it clockwise. Remember, wrap your wire clockwise. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to take your ground.
Groundbreaking.
We want to take the ground off of here. You want to take your green tail. You want to wrap this around a little bit.
Nobody can see what you're doing. You gotta, your hands are too big.
You want to wrap it around the ground.
Yep.
And it comes with this wire nut. Just wrap the wire nut on here.
So there is no ground screw on this light switch.
No, there's a ground tail right here. This green one. It's kind of soldered, or yeah, it's soldered into the plate. All right, so you want to turn this guy around so you can read his writing.
Read the writing.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to tuck this back in nice and easy. When all the wires are on, like we talked about, I like to run some electrical tape just on the outs. I mean, on the around the switch here, just to cover any kind of arcing or anything. It'll keep it in. All right. So now we're going to just put these wires back in nice and neat. The switch goes in. All right, so when we're putting the switch back in place after we wired it, make sure the writing is up, all kidding aside, and you have this little dimmer guy right here on your right-hand side. Okay, I like to have it always on the right-hand side. Tuck your wires back in, line them up with your junction box. Put your screwdriver in the screw. All right, now you want to just screw it back in, tuck your wires back in place. Do your top first, then your bottom, then your top, you know, alternate back and forth. Would be nice if I could see. That's the problem, I can't see.
That's the problem with having big hamburger helper hands. Can't see past them.
Okay. So we get it in. Then we want to leave, well, you don't want to tighten these too tight. You want a little play in this. So we can get our switch cover. We can line it up. So you want to leave it loose so you can adjust this guy, make sure he lines up. And my son was asking, would this fit? It will. So what we have to do is, so we don't crack the plate, because some of these are crack proof. They're like that rubber kind of plastic. This is a cheaper one. So you want to, when you're tightening these screws, you want to just tighten them down nice and easy. Okay? Okay, and what I like to do is, you see how that thing's straight across? I like to keep them all looking straight across, kid. Okay? It's just something I like to do. Just like that, okay? So we got our switch. Now I'm going to go down, I'm going to turn on the breaker, and we're going to see if this bad boy works. Flip the light switch on. Let's go over to here. And let's do the dimmer. Alright, that's pretty good. That's as low as it's going to go. That's the highest. So we go down. And obviously, because it's a three-way, we can flip this thing off right here. Nice, that's it. That's how you install a dimmer switch, alright? Comments, questions, anything, put them down at the bottom. Remember, Workshop Wednesdays, 8 p.m. live. Me and JT. We got a nice one. We got a giveaway coming up this Wednesday. So you got to stay tuned for the entire time to qualify. Alright, what do we got to do now? I know it's still dark in here. Yo, Sonny. Sonny! I know where he is. I'm on to him.
Yeah, Sonny.